What's going on, everybody? This is Jeff with Living in Arizona, and today we are going to talk about what it takes to live comfortably in Phoenix, Arizona, or in Arizona in general. I made a video previously about this, but we're going to really dial it in here and give you guys a more in-depth look based on some of my most recent conversations that I've had with people in various different industries, so you guys can get an idea of what's going on here. If you guys are new to living in Arizona, or you just want to live in Arizona, something like this, you can hit subscribe and hit that bell. Some of you guys are saying you're not getting notified. You need to turn on the bell. So that's for those of you who are saying that you want to get the notifications from this channel, but it's just not coming up. That bell is what you got to click. All right, let's go ahead and dive in here. But before we do, I just wanted to share this real quick. This is a funny picture this guy took. Deport Californians, make Austin great again. Okay. All right, so the war against Californians continues all across America. What did Californians do to the rest of the world or the rest of America? I don't know, but feel free to share your comments about that because it's always funny to read those. But you can read 109 of them right here on this video that I made, so many Californians moving to Arizona. All right, so here recently I've been talking to various different people, electricians, construction handyman, plumbers, pool builders, maid services, home cleaning services, just various different industries. And I was impressed to discover they make a lot of money. I mean, we're talking $100,000 a year or more for various different technicians. Here's just a couple examples before I start giving you guys internet data, right? Just raw, cold, hard truth from off the streets or from people just around town. Alarm installation salesman, that's a rack. Like that whole alarm thing, that's a big moneymaker. Like the technicians installing those alarms, they get paid, if because you sign up on a 2-year thing with those guys, they get paid per install, and they make about $200 to $300 per install, and they're doing about 3 to 4 of those a day. So I mean, you do the math. Those guys are making a lot of money. So this is just some ideas for some of you guys out there saying, what should I do? What can I look into? The electricians are popular in Arizona right now, and I think they're undermanned, and that's why from what the guy told me, he said they're finally starting to make what they should. They're getting paid what they should. Before, obviously, service-related jobs for technicians were kind of underpaid. They wouldn't get as much as they're getting now. Nowadays, to be an electrician in Arizona, some of you, if you're really good at your trade, you could be going out to 3 or 4 different jobs, making $500 to $700 a day. Just as a technician. So it pays to be a technician in today's world. This is working in tech, but technician in any different field, not just online. And so we've just talked about alarm salesmen, electricians, plumbers can make pretty good money. Excavators are making really good money out here in Arizona. So that just basically encompasses the whole construction industry. If you're working in construction, everything and construction, we can even extend that on to the people who are just related to the construction sector, selling homes, real estate agents, and even the financiers, the bankers and stuff. So you could see the whole supply chain, the whole chain. As long as the economy is good, there's big money to be made here in Arizona in just the whole real estate development construction industry, everything from the plumbers on down the road to the financiers. So consider that, and we're talking $100,000 plus a year if you're good at what you do. So it pays to be a professional. It pays to be skilled at a trade that's being used and in demand. And if you own the company, that's where the real money is, right? So so we're going to keep this going here. I also wanted to talk about while we're on the subject of technicians. Some of these tech companies like Cox Communications, you can make some pretty good money doing that. So consider being an installer for Cox if you're just looking for some ideas. They make pretty good money also. So here we go. We're going to talk about this subject again. The numbers just came out for 2017, but they should be coming out for 2018. But this is obviously 2017. $56,000 a year for average median household income. That is a little bit lower than the national average, but I think I don't know what's driving up that price. Maybe New York, Florida, Texas, and California have a majority of the population, and in those states, cost of living is higher. But the national average doesn't necessarily constitute the full truth, right? You can even see that here if you just wanted to compare where you're from, say New York to Scottsdale. Scottsdale's our most expensive city in Arizona, really, and it's well below New York. So you can see New York has a large population, so does Los Angeles and San Francisco and some of these other bigger cities make up a lot of the population. But you could see even the most expensive place in Phoenix or in Arizona doesn't even compete with New York City. So median home cost in New York is $662,000. Average median home cost in Scottsdale, our best place, $457,000. I mean, I'd much rather live in Scottsdale than I would in New York, just because that's the way I am. I mean, I'd rather live in a nice house, big old nice house for that price if I'm going to pay it, instead of a condo on the 13th floor of some skyscraper in Manhattan. Now, some other ideas that I wanted to provide you guys with. You can also make money working from home. This is a thing nowadays. A lot of people don't think about that, and I'm going to mention that later on in the video. But before I do, let's talk about the top 5 industries in Arizona. You have agriculture. Okay, that's a big one. A lot of you are probably not working in agriculture, but just so you know, that is a big industry out here. Natural resources. Again, these mines and stuff, you're probably not working in those, but you have mining, potash, and you also have forestry. And then there's aerospace and defense. So if you're working for Boeing, Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, all big out here, especially in Tucson, they have Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. So you can get GC, general contractor jobs, government contractor jobs down there for military assets. Astronomy and Astrophysics. I mean, that's a big industry out here. Arizona State University and Arizona are both known for astrophysics. And believe it or not, vineyards and wines, which I would say probably falls under the category of agriculture. So they should have probably added another one, and I'll do that anyway. But it's right here. Bioscience and life science. But more specifically, let's just say the whole entire medical industry is really big out here. Why is that? There's so many retirees in places like Sun City and all across the valley, and they need medical care. And so if you work in medical field in Arizona, you'll notice we've got the Mayo Clinic and multiple different medical centers out here. So consider taking a good hard look at the medical field if you're not already a nurse practitioner, RN, or whatever, a doctor, gynecologist, dermatologist, pediatrics. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've even seen the rack where these people get paid big money just doing, one of these places, they just do chiropractor work where basically you're working with a trainer, but you also go in there and they do these upsells where they do like nutrient deficiency. I mean, you pay $500 cash just for nutrient deficiency test. How much are they making on that, right? And then they try to get you on nutrient deficiency and food sensitivity, and they've just sold you $1,000 package. And who knows what they charge the insurance company, but I'm just saying, like, there's so many varying different things. The chiropractors make a lot of money, but they've gotten clever now. They charge you $20 per visit. You go into the chiropractor, you're only there for 5 minutes. He does an adjustment, you're in and out. And they do that just like McDonald's. I don't know if they do that in other places. It's called The Joint. I'm just giving you guys some ideas depending on what sector you're working in. But $20 for an $25 for an adjustment, it's a pretty good deal. I mean, you ever get a stiff back, you just go in there, it's $25. Check out The Joint. It's a good place. But back to this whole subject of working online, there's a pretty good article here on theways2wealth.com, 33 legit online jobs. This is becoming more and more popular, so you can make more than $40,000 per year from home. Here's some ideas, and I just want to get you guys going. This could be a full-time job, or this could be a side job that eventually turns into a full-time job. You have, look at this guy, look at this dog. Hey, get down from there. I'm gonna have to make sure the animals are not in my office next time I do a blog or a vlog. Proofreading, start a blog, bookkeeping. So bookkeeping is a big thing, especially for people who are skilled in QuickBooks and stuff like that. Photographer, we already know about that. Find a job from home. Okay, I don't know what they mean by that. Online tutors. You can also check out things like Udemy, where people sell these courses to do anything from gardening to power saws, how to build things in your garage, all that you can sell a course on Udemy, and that, you know, for it just depends. What day trading, I mean, you can pretty much learn to do anything online without having to go to college, and you might even learn a more applicable skill. I'm not saying college is bad, but you can definitely learn online, whether it be YouTube or going to Udemy or some of these other online things. Virtual assistants. This is big. You can check out Upwork. Another thing that people do is called Fiverr.com. Fiverr is where you can basically do things. It's supposed to be $5 to do basically anything, but now it started out as like that. But now people sell, like, they'll build you a whole website on there and you can bid them, but that's going to be like a $200 thing, even on Fiverr. So social media marketing, we already know about that. Freelance writing, search engine optimization, graphic designer, video editing is a big thing. Marketing automation specialist, scoping, medical transcription. These are things you can all do from home. Voiceover artist. I mean, you would just look here. They even mentioned Fiverr. Technical writers, entrepreneurship, retail arbitrage. This could work like an Amazon store right here, e-commerce, Etsy store owner. Like, what could you be selling on Amazon? You would just basically go to Alibaba, and then you would go onto Amazon, whatever you bought, the cheap products. Let's just say it's, I don't know, electric somethings. I mean, lights. You buy them on Alibaba, and you sell them, and they work really great. Alibaba is the site in China, wholesale manufacturer. Or you could even sell children's clothes or any type of clothes, bikinis, you know, whatever. Virtual recruiter, home health agency, event and wedding planner. I mean, people run their whole business from their home these days. You don't necessarily have to have a brick and mortar. Travel agent, affiliate marketing. You could even be a YouTuber, right? So tons of different things that you can do. Healthcare, sales and benefit. Anyways, also, here's another article from a few years ago about the top. My dog is biting my feet. So anyways, this is the industry from 2011. Trade and transportation and utilities, government, professional business services, leisure and hospitality, financial activity, you could see. So working for the bank. And thanks to everyone who's been watching these videos and subscribing to this channel. Check out any one of these other videos. I'll make sure my animals are not in the video for the next one. And we'll see you guys next time.